In the upper table clash, so to speak, West Ham lost 3-1 to Man United. Every time you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is in big trouble, he pulls a rabbit out of a hat, doesn't he? And he must have some cracking magician's courses there at Old Trafford. Man United, it seems like the same old story. Come back from a deficit in the league to pick up a win. West Ham looked like good value for their lead at half time, and then everything changed. Of course, two people were omitted from this squad. For those of us who can speak English, two guys were omitted from the starting lineup, and that was Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. They were inserted into this game, and that has certainly changed the pace and the tide of this game. But this game changed as soon as Pogba, of all people, who has been probably one of the biggest busts in terms of European football, he scored an absolute screamer, you know?
Yes.
And that turned the sort of mentality of this game. West Ham, of course, had a number of fans in due to the inclusion, due to the tier system that's going on over here. It's very difficult to explain, but ultimately there are 3 different tiers. And if you're in tier 1 or 2, then you are afforded the opportunity to have fans in the stadium. 2,000, it seems, if you're in tier 2, which astonishingly, the capital of England, London, somehow has avoided tier 3. That seems very strange to me. Nice work there, Bojo, you floppy-haired twat. But yeah, West Ham had some fans in. West Ham lost 3-1. Man United won 3-1. Do you think this eases the pressure on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer somewhat?
Absolutely not.
Because you've been screaming about how much you want him out for a while.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got lucky. And here's why I say he got lucky.
You think Man United got lucky in this game, do you?
I do. I really do. Because had it not been
the better side in the second half,
had it not been for some of West Ham's chances were just off. And if you could have got, or say 1 or 2 more of those went in, then you got a whole nother story.
Isn't that kind of the point, though? It's kind of a mute argument. It's like, yeah, anyone can say, oh, if we've taken our chances, like if Fulham had created some chances, they might have got a goal against Man City, you know.
But, okay, then you can go like this or go this route then. You know, he kept Fernandes out. He kept Rashford out.
Because of the Champions League game.
Because
he knows that his job is basically on the line. If he doesn't get them into the knockout stage of the Champions League, he'll be gone. I think everyone kind of knows that. So yeah, I understand why he would do that. He almost got caught because he took West Ham too lightly. And West Ham are actually a really good side this season, you know?
Yes.
They're really fucking good. Oh, Moisey's got them playing good fucking football.
Other than Pogba's screamer, which you can't stop that. There was no way Fabianski was stopping that any time soon. But had it not been for Mason Greenwood's absolute magician act on that volley of his, and then, of course, Marcus Rashford with just, flipping it up and over.
Finish. Little dink over.
Yeah.
He's a lovely footballer, isn't he, Marcus?
But you take Rashford, if they wouldn't put Rashford in or Fernandes, they were caught. They were done.
Yeah, but that's, to be fair, that's what good managers should do, is if they're not, they need to change. What did he do? He managed this game of football. If we're going to shit on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer every time Man United shit the bed, which, to be fair to them, they actually didn't deserve to lose to PSG, and PSG did what they do best, which is act like a bunch of fucking cockends. But if you look at this game, if you're isolating just this game, I want my manager to react to a situation. If I'm a Man United fan and I want something better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I understand that. If you're a Man United fan, I'm obviously not. And I don't really personally care if you win or lose, But at the same time, from a Man United perspective, whether you want him out or not, you have to say that he is the one who changed the tide of this game. If he doesn't bring those players on, there's a good chance West Ham take their opportunities. Now, again, I don't buy into the stats too much. Numbers don't lie, but they can be slightly deceiving, because if you look at the stats, you'll see that both teams had 6 shots on goal. That doesn't mean a great deal, because that doesn't say, oh, 6 shots on goal that, the keeper was forced to save. It could have been simply a P-roller that fell into his arms. It could be anything. So, both teams created a lot of opportunities. It was actually a very competitive and very fun game of football. West Ham actually are now becoming one of those teams that you feel like you have to tune in to watch because they're going to play good football and they might excite you and they do get some upsets. They're playing good football. I like the look of West Ham. I like the look of their team. My problem with Man United still lies with their back line. I think Wan-Bissaka is awful. I don't like him. I don't understand why everyone's so hot on him. I see people on social media all the time say, Wan-Bissaka played really well. Did he? Because they're shipping City goals a lot, and he seems to be at the forefront of a lot of that. But ultimately, if you're West Ham, you're a bit gutted because you looked very comfortable, actually, in the first half. But West Ham, again, it's down to management, isn't it? West Ham didn't react to Man United. And also, they kind of persisted with, I need to get his name right because I keep getting his name right. Haller, who was playing up front.
Oh, yeah.
West Ham. They persisted with him and they shouldn't have. He was having a poor game and he wasn't creating anything. And they kind of went with one man up front and then a lot of supporting roles behind him. And ultimately, in the second half, they weren't creating nearly as many opportunities. And a lot of that had to do with Haller, who was kind of stifling their attack for my money. So, if anything, West Ham, they got to look at maybe improving their depth chart when it comes to attacking options. Get a couple of attacking midfielders in, maybe a number 10, and also get an out-and-out poacher. You need an out-and-out striker, somebody who can score goals. By the way, Cavani for Man United, highly ineffective in this game. Didn't really do a great deal for me, which is a shame because he was magnificent the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's been highly ineffective. He's been highly ineffective all season since they got him.
Well, I mean, he's only just started playing, so I think that's really unfair. I actually think Cavani's been one of their better players when he has played a full game or at least made an impact. I think Cavani's played very well. His last 2 games particularly started clicking. He was the reason why they got a big win at Southampton. That's, and this is what it comes down to. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you've got to be careful here because although you might think Solskjaer is not good enough to be the manager of United, the guy who comes in, has got to do better than him. And he's not doing terribly. They're in 4th. They're getting a lot of results from comeback wins. Like I say, a lot of it hinges on this week. They've got to get a result. They're playing RB Leipzig. They're playing them away as well. That's a tough ask. And Leipzig are coming off of a fantastic 3-3 draw with Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga.
Which shouldn't have been a 3-3 draw. I swear to God, Leipzig should have won that game. They played like they should have won.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, for me, I think Bayern actually had. I mean, it was a great game for both. Both teams played beautiful.
Yeah,
if you're a neutral, that's those. You need to be checking in on teams like that. They're fantastic. But do you know what? West Ham, they there's no shame in losing to Man United, particularly when Man United have a lot of quality. I think the reason why people want Solskjaer out is because he does actually have a lot of quality at his disposal. I think Bruno Fernandes is excellent. I think Marcus Rashford is one of the best strikers in the entire league. They've got great workhorses, guys like Juan Mata. They've got players there, and a lot of it comes down to just their back line. It's just their back line. If they can fix that, they can be title contenders again for my money. I honestly believe a lot of the reason why David De Gea had such a drop-off is because he had no one in front of him that he could trust to be secure and solid. A lot of that comes down to some of the players that obviously left, including, and I don't know. But for me, as much as I don't think Solskjaer should be manager of United much longer, particularly if they lose to Leipzig, I will say one thing. As a manager, he did his job in this game. He changed the game by making the correct decisions.